Deuce.
I'm Ace.
And this is Deuce and Ace, Bro to the Movies, with a review for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah. So, if this is your first time watching us or your 50th time, or any time in between.
We got like 80 videos. I hope they're watching all of our videos.
Yeah, man. But we're glad you checked us out. Please be sure to follow us on social media at Bro to the Movies, and be sure to subscribe, share, like, all that jazz. Normally we don't look so cultish with our baby blue sweaters, but
yeah, Deuce got us matching sweaters. So like,
whoa! Our grandfather got a lot of them in our family clothes, so I was like,
and Deuce chose us matching sweaters.
Yeah, so normally we're Deuce and Ace, but today we are the baby blue crew. All right, this is about,
my name.
This is Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know what happened. 2017, this film was released. Some people call it the Justice League, Justice version. Joss Whedon of Avengers fame and Buffy the Vampire came in to came in to finish the work that Zack Snyder started. Zack Snyder's Justice League premiering on Hbo Max.
All right, come it's going to be an hour-long video, please.
Is Zack Snyder's complete vision in action. And that's what we're going to review for you today. Yes. Ace, take it off.
What can we say about Zack Snyder's Justice League other than it is a 4-hour-long version of a movie that we already saw 4 years ago? This was not needed. Usually me, I'm always on the side of like the artist or the creator. If the actor says, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't have done it this way," the director says, "Should have done it this way," I'm like, "All right, studios, don't meddle." But sometimes the studios got to meddle because a 4-hour-long bad movie is not what anyone wants to see. I did not enjoy this movie. I didn't really enjoy OG Justice League either. So if you like that one, you might like this better. If you didn't like it, you probably won't like this one either.
So that is Ace's take. My take is, so before we get to our scores and all this of Zack Snyder's Justice League, what would you score 2017 Justice League?
Just off my top of my head, like a 4 or a 5.
4 or 5, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Deuce and Ace, we didn't come to an inception until 2019, so we don't have that as a review. But if you want us to review 2017 Justice League,
we're not gonna do it. I'm not watching any more Justice League movies ever again.
I mean, you've already seen it, so you could.
I don't remember.
Okay, but yeah, so this was tough for me. I don't know if you are one who resonate with the hashtag Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut, whatever's going on now, hashtag restore the Snyderverse, you know, all that stuff. I don't know where you fall on that spectrum. Also, please bear with me if I'm touching my nose and my eyes. My allergies are going haywire today.
Yeah, allergies.
But this was tough because I'm going to say that this was a far better film than the 2017 version. Yet, I did not enjoy this as much.
Not nearly as much.
And I didn't really enjoy the two, like, yeah, I'd say I'd give 2017 version a 5. And this is just like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get the praise this is receiving, and this is not being negative. Hey.
This is being negative, dog. I mean, it's a bad movie. I'm going to be severely negative.
I'm not going to say this is not a bad film.
It's a bad film.
It's not bad.
It's bad.
But, and we're going to break it down, but 4 hours, one, is just too much.
So much. And
I'm not saying that it's too much in general. It's too much for this particular film.
It's too much when you have slow motion takes every single minute. I'm like, we get it, Zack Snyder. You're famous for like, oh, cool, slow-mo. We don't need to see a football scene of 30-second clips stretched for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's an issue, but I'm just saying, like, just narratively and where this story takes us at the end, the payoff is not there for having gone through for 4 hours. Now, if you take Infinity War and Endgame, put them together and make a 5-hour movie, the payoff's there. Like, me seeing Captain America wield Mjolnir is worth it. Like, I have payoffs. You know, within the context of the movie itself, there's payoff. In this film, it is 4 hours, and there's more character development for certain characters. But what is the payoff? I watched this movie. I love the Justice League. I love, you know, not the movie, but the characters. I love DC Comics. The Justice League show when I was in middle school, that's where it was at. But this, man, it doesn't give the characters justice. So I'm not going to say it's a... Sorry. I'm not going to say it's a bad film.
It is.
I'm just going to say it's just a bad job. As a film, there's stuff that was like, oh man, that's crazy. Oh man, that's what's up. Oh man, wow. Spoiler on the back half of the video, but like, there's stuff that was enjoyable. There's stuff that looked visibly cool. But narrative-wise, I mean, I can't say the pacing was too slow.
But, yes, it was. I called you when I was like, dog, it's supposed to be establishing shots, not establishing scenes. It's literally just a scene of, I mean, this is a spoiler, Bruce Wayne walking over or riding a horse over a mountain for like 3 minutes. I'm like, adds nothing to the movie. It's literally just dragging.
But that's where I disagree. I believe it does add to the movie because then when the, I don't know if they're Finnish or Scandinavian or whatever, when he's in the village.
Finnish people are Scandinavian?
Geography. But when he's in the village, they're like, the storm, like no one could have got here. So you see the time and effort it took for Bruce. Like
you could have just showed a big mountain. I was like, for some dumb throwaway line in a 4-hour movie. I'm sorry, man. I hate this movie. Like,
wow.
I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be nasty. Like Zack Snyder, you got your money, dog. You did your job. Like I respect that you had an artistic vision. I just think it was bad.
All right. Well, do you have any positives, bro? Any positives, man?
Any positives I had are negated by the fact that I already saw this movie 4 years ago.
So, personally, you don't think that the Snyder Cut is all that different than the 2017 cut?
I'm going to say, most of the differences, I think, should have been cut. Like, I see why they cut it down. You could argue, like, yeah, Joss Whedon had, like, dumb jokes and, the 2017 version, and this one, oh, it's darker, grittier. This one still had dumb jokes in it. They just were like a different kind of humor. It's just a long, overbloated movie that did not need to be made. So, if I'm talking positives, Ben Affleck is a good actor. Jason Momoa did a decent job as Aquaman. That's it.
Wow, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I there are certain scenes that I really like. But my thing is, like, for a movie, it has to work cohesively. Like, I can't sit here for a half hour just, like, pulling my hair out waiting for the movie to get good.
Hey, man, you pulled all your hair out.
So, if you've been watching the Deuce Ace, you know I've been going on a natural hair journey, but cut it all off.
Now who's got the natural hair going?
So, I lost my train of thought. That took me out of it. But yeah,
pulling your hair out.
Pulling my hair out to get to. There were some dope action scenes.
There weren't.
Come on, dog. The God scene wasn't dope.
No, because the CGI in this movie is so bad that Warner Brothers gave Zack Snyder 70 billion. Is it 7 or 70? 70 million?
Billion, dog.
Well, I'm sorry. Whatever. It's still an insane amount of money. Like, oh, we just gotta reshoot some days, retouch the CGI. It looks like crappy PS3 graphics. Like it didn't.
Someone who only had a PS2, am I right?
I mean, I got an Xbox One now, dog, and I'm like, man, the graphics on this are better than the graphics in Zack Snyder Justice League.
I could ignore that because some of the action, man, those are the positives. I would say the action when there is action. But if I'm being honest, like unless you're a diehard like Snyder Cut fan, don't waste the 4 hours, bro. Like,
yeah.
I can't say that it's worth it. I can't be like, all right, well, after you get to the 3 hour mark, man, oh my gosh. I can't. Like, I'm sad that I spent 4 hours watching this film.
And I told you before we watched this movie, I'm like, dog, we're going to waste 4 hours to watch this, man. It's not going to be worth it. You're like, oh, man, we got to watch this, man. Oh, man.
For our fans, for you. Because we know you're watching this video and you're just waiting. What is Deuce Ace going to say? Like,
what are Deuce Ace going to say?
What are they going to say? What should I do? Like, I don't know what to do. Well, let me tell you. As Deuce, if you want to watch this, hey, it's America, or it's the world because YouTube is global. But you may or may not be able to do what you want to do. If you have that right, watch this film. But if you're on the fence, don't do it. Like for real, like at the end of the day, you're going to gain nothing.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Like I'm so flabbergasted. I saw some stuff on Twitter. I was like, oh, the hype is real. Like, oh man, I popped some popcorn for myself.
I'm sorry, it's just me imagining a 32-year-old man.
You gotta put my age out there?
I'm sorry, I know you watched the show at like 3 in the morning. Just at 3 a.m., his whole family asleep, just popping a bag of popcorn to watch Justice League. This is funny to me.
Hey man, I don't need to be berated for eating popping corn. But oh man,
he's dying.
Sorry, fully vaccinated here.
I'm only half vaccinated.
Just allergies, man. The dogwood trees have bloomed. Anyway, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because again, me and Ace, we've had conversations about how I view the characters of DC Comics. Like, they are gods, they are titans, they are the picture of morality. Like, I looked up to them as a child, and like this movie, it didn't do it. And I think because this movie and Zack Snyder are trying to do too much. Like, I'm not pressed to see certain characters just thrown in there. Like, for what? How does this advance the story? What's the payoff? I got no payoff from this, especially that epilogue. With that said, man, let's score these. Let's score this thing so we can do spoilers, bruh.
All right, man.
3,
2,
1, 5.
Deuce Ace give this movie an average of 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
Because that's how bad this movie was.
Yeah, man. And so you may be like, but you said it's bad or whatever. You gave the other one a 5 because they're both just like I don't believe they're bad. I just don't think that they have good narrative.
I mean, that's all a movie is. It's the narrative. Like, to me, a movie...
You can have great narrative and the movie, like, the direction's horrible. This is horrible.
Yeah, but you can't have... any movie that has a bad narrative is going to be a bad movie. You can maybe like, oh man, had cool cinematography, the acting's really good. But if the story, the plot of the movie, the writing isn't good, then the movie itself is bad to me.
Well, see, I would say... because this is superhero based, there's a difference between the narrative and the story. I think in this, the story is okay. I think you could have done some different things. The story makes sense, but the narrative of how the story is told doesn't make sense. So, again, subscribe, like, share, everybody get into spoilers. Spoilers. So, the perfect example of that is Cyborg. So, if you want the story to be that the Mother Box is this, and, Steppenwolf this, Darkseid this, that's your story. I think it could be improved upon, but whatever. But the narrative of, like you said before, of showing us Cyborg playing football for so long. Like, the narrative of, like, you can't make us feel for Cyborg narratively when this could be removed and you have the same story. You get what I'm saying?
Like, kinda, but to me, I think, like, I use the word story and narrative, like, they're the same thing to me. So, the story is Cyborg, Mother Box, Steppenwolf, whatever. But the story is also everything surrounding that. So the story isn't just these main plot points. The story that we're shown is Cyborg playing football. The story we're shown is Barry Allen meeting Iris West. All of that stuff is the story, and it bogs down the main, driving focus of the movie. But it all is still part of the story, and that's what makes it a bad story.
Yeah, but I'm saying, to me, the story is Darkseid and Time Pass came to Earth. He found the anti-life equation, and then he lost it. I don't understand.
I don't even think the movie was telling us that he was looking for the anti-life equation on Earth. I think he was just coming to, like, terraform Earth, and the anti-life equation happened to be there.
Well, see, and this is why I say the narrative is bad. So, the story is he's here, but then there's so much jumble in the story.
But all of that stuff is part of the story, though. So I'll say the story and the narrative is bad.
Okay, well, we're going to disagree about that, but I can accept the stories that Darkseid came to Earth. He got wrecked. He wanted revenge. But then...
Well, he clearly didn't want revenge because he's been chilling for however many thousand years. He ain't come back.
But see,
he don't want the smoke.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, whatever you want to call it, the details of this movie don't make sense. Like, so he got wrecked. Then he goes back to Apocalypse. And so then because Superman comes to Earth in 1980... He didn't do nothing to Earth before, but as soon as Superman dies,
oh my! Like just the whole opening scene of the movie. Like, we saw Batman vs Superman. We know Superman is dead. We saw Justice League in 2017. Like, to me, and you can say like, oh man, you got to forget about 27 Justice League because this is his complete vision. Like, we live in a world where we didn't get to see his completed vision first, and I'm sorry, that's just the facts of the matter. That's what happened. So you can't just come through like, oh, forget that movie and watch this movie and expect us in our mind to not remember the old movie when you're just rehashing the old movie.
I mean, I can easily do that because I can be like, oh, this is something different if it was truly different. Like, it don't matter, like, him scream, like, that's what I'm saying.
Two full minutes of in real-time minutes during the movie of just a scream going through. I'm like, oh man, and I immediately called Deuce. I was like, dog, I'm not gonna finish this movie.
It was kind of hard to watch the movie when he was calling me every 5 minutes. I was trying to.
It's kind of hard to watch a movie when every 5 minutes something dumb is happening. You got to call your brother to complain about.
Yeah, but so I'm saying it's like the details don't make sense. Like they say, there was no protectors, there was no this, there was no that, there was no Kryptonians. Now the Kryptonians gone, we could come to Earth, but he wasn't always on Earth. It's stuff like that doesn't make sense. Like, I don't care how cool the scene looks. And again, I'm a fan of Zack Snyder slow-mo. You can give me Zack Snyder slow-mo all day. Watchmen, top 3 movies for me. Watchmen, Four Brothers.
Terrible adaptation.
I don't care about adaptation. I'm saying Watchmen, like, I just love that. I love Zack Snyder slow-mo. 300, I love, even though I hate Sucker Punch, I love the slow-mo. But, so don't, I know people complain about the slow-mo. I could watch slow-mo all day. Put it in black and white. I love black and white. But the details of the story, there's so much that don't make sense. So, you show this cool scene of Flash saving Iris West.
Not cool.
Iris West. For what? What's the... So he saves her.
It's just setting up the Flash movie in the future.
But I'm saying it's like, in this movie, like, everything is just a bunch of scenes. So, yeah, we got more Cyborg, and definitely understand why Ray Fisher was mad. But what does that act like?
I'm gonna be honest, dog. Ray Fisher, I don't think you're that good of an actor. I've never seen you in anything else, and your performance as Cyborg was pretty bad. Maybe it's the way they wrote Cyborg, maybe it's the way you portrayed him, but you got to step your game up, dog.
I mean, we just calling out actors now.
I'm sorry, man. I'm heated after I wasted a quarter of a day watching this garbage movie, man.
Well, yeah, but I'm just nitpicking certain scenes. Like, so yeah, Wonder Woman saves the day. Much cooler scene. Well, I'm not gonna say much cooler.
No, not much cooler scene. So I watched this movie with subtitles because I like watch a lot of stuff with subtitles. I mean, I just enjoy reading as I'm watching. And every time they had that weird wailing music, with weirdly the same music from 300, it was like ancient lamentation music. That was like the subtitle for it. I'm like, this is so weird. Like, how do they go from Wonder Woman's cool thing, which they did show some of in the movie, the no. Alright, we're both clearly tone deaf. But it's just every time she does something, it's like ancient lamentation music. I don't want to hear some random chick wailing in the background as Wonder Woman's fighting like terrorists and stuff. It's like, whose idea was that?
Clearly Zack Snyder's.
Was a bad idea, Zack Snyder. But, step your game up.
Wow. Well, what I was going to say, so the scene. So she's saving the day from this little girl's school. You know, she saves the day, tight. But they had bombs. So she's protecting the building and the people from the bombs. Then she straight up kills the person with her gauntlets. Are they called gauntlets?
Yeah.
Gauntlets, and blows up the building. Like, so I never was the person who complained about Man of Steel and destruction. But like, come on, like, you just traumatized these kids. You literally killed this guy. And you just blew up the building, which is what you were preventing. You might as well just let the bomb blow up. Like, it's just stuff like that I get the sense that Zack Snyder wants to tell his story, his vision, and that's fine. But logic, it don't matter. Interconnectivity to whatever anyone else has planned, it don't matter. Like, the fact that it'd be nice for other people to, you know, come up with certain characters, it don't matter. Why is Martian Manhunter in this movie? Why?
So I'm like falling asleep at this point. Has Martian Manhunter always been like the Black Army dude from Man of Steel?
Supposedly, I get the sense that like after people are like, oh yeah, that'd be cool if it was him. They're like, oh yeah, it's him. But what do we get out of Martian Manhunter as Martha Kent talking to Lois? Like that.
Actually, I'm coming for you, Zack Snyder, because it makes more sense in the Justice League when where Bruce Wayne brings Lois Lane. He's like, oh man, we're resurrecting Superman. We should probably have like a backup plan. Then for her to just randomly have talked to Martian Manhunter, then just happen to be on the scene where Superman's getting resurrected at, is like some weird plot device. Joss Whedon made a better movie than you, Zack Snyder. This dude outthought you, fam.
No. I'm not going to say that because looking at this movie, and because this is not something that we normally get the opportunity to do, when you really look at it, I think Joss Whedon, except for like random jokes here and there and the stupid intro with Superman with the bad CGI mustache for the cell phone video, I think he did a lot of editing. I don't think he actually added that much. When you look, I mean, we see things expounded in this movie 20-fold, but the main points are still the same. Superman is resurrected. I mean, we get different motivations for Steppenwolf, but generally the
motivations that don't make sense.
The motivations make sense, but because of the narrative, it's not explained. What does Steppenwolf do? Give us that, and then we could actually buy into the fact that he's trying to get back to Apocalypse. We have no idea what he did.
So it doesn't make sense then. Like, they're just like, oh man, he disgraced himself. Okay.
I'm saying, it makes sense if you choose to accept it and ignore it. Which, clearly, that's what people are doing, because, again, people were citing this, man. You know, people, we may get some haters, you know, in the comments. If you hate us, comment below. If you love us, comment below. If you exist, comment below. But, yeah, man, this movie's all over the place. It's all over the place.
How does Batman even know that aliens are coming? Like, oh man, Lex Luthor made some weird comment, like, oh, something's coming, so Batman just started putting together a super team, like, we gotta get this team because a crazy man said something?
Well, you know, because apparently Batman just has all these premonitions. You know, Flash coming back, Lois is the key, and then the epilogue, he's just dreaming of BS. That's what it was.
I'm not really a big Marvel versus DC kind of guy. I tend to enjoy the Marvel movies a little bit better. I think they're, you know, usually better made. But
because they are.
They are. But you can't just have like 4 hours of like, oh man, nitty gritty movie, all this, just have a dumb sex joke about Joker molesting Batman. That adds literally nothing to the movie.
Yeah.
Just,
yeah, it's like I think part of the issue is the hype surrounding it. Like, it's so many people, Snyder cut. That's how I hear it on Twitter.
That was really weird.
How's that weird?
That's just weird, man.
Alright, but yeah, so it's all this stuff. You were like, okay, let me see what it's all about. And the big, Jared Leto's coming back. Oh, let's send a promotional picture of him as Joker Jesus. What? This is crazy. All we got was Batman dropping an F-bomb. Of all the characters to survive in some apocalyptic thing, why the heck is Mira there? Like, it's stupid.
Like, you talk about all the hype to me. Like, you know this. My expectations were so low for this movie. I knew I was going to like this movie. Was not going to like this movie. And man, did they disappoint my low expectations. What? It's like not just because, like, oh man, they're not comic accurate. It's just like a long bad movie. I mean, Marvel takes a lot of liberties. Yeah, so it's not about comic book accuracy. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I don't care if it's comic book accurate. If the movie is good, I'm gonna enjoy the movie. I have seen worse movies, but I don't think I've ever enjoyed a movie less than I have watching Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, my whole thing is like, so clearly Batman vs Superman.
Bad movie.
Flash comes back. Oh, Lois is the key. Like the scene where Superman comes and they're bowing down to him. Like it's like Zack Snyder just wants to make Injustice. Let him make Injustice, because again, the Injustice comics, dope. The games, dope. Probably shouldn't let my kids play it, but they do. Dope. But just make it an elsewhere world story like Joker. This shouldn't be the foundation of the Justice League. Marvel took their time to have Captain America, have Thor, have Iron Man, 2 Iron Man movies. Like, to build these characters so that you can resonate with them. Like, this movie just spends time on Cyborg. Superman is like, man, I don't want to watch this movie for Superman to be in it for 20 minutes. Like, Superman is Superman. Like, arguably one of the best, popular, strongest, whatever you want to call them, superheroes there is. It's trash.
Like, to me,
I'm like, I'm talking too much, man. A little parched.
You want some water, man? We're in your house.
Yeah, but I'm dedicated to you all. We're not stopping this video.
As I see many cuts. I lost my train. Yeah, man. Like, I don't understand like why people are so hyped. They're like, oh, we're gonna see Black Suit Superman. Why is that cool?
It's cool if it pays homage to the comic book story, but this version don't even do that.
I'm gonna say, even if it does pay homage to the comic story, it's not even that cool.
I'm saying we weren't we don't know what it means to the people who who would mean something too. But that Superman came back from the dead with a mullet, and it's different. He didn't just go back to a spaceship and choose a black suit. It's just like, it's basic. I'm saying, that's my whole thing. The issue with this is that every single decision. So Cyborg can just put together crushed tape recorders now?
Yeah, it's not that he's like doing the technology. It's just like matter was just destroyed and he's just reconstructing it.
He can tap into tech. And while I do agree that I think Ray Fisher just comes off as blah. Like, it was cool to see him tap in, like, to be the god of technology.
It would have been cool if it didn't look like a bad PlayStation game.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying the idea. But then you just jump the shark and have this dude defy the laws of physics. He taps into technology. So yeah, I can believe he connects to the internet, connect to the banking, connect to GPS, all that stuff. How can he put together broken mass and matter? Like that's
I'm sorry, like, you can literally pick any scene from this movie and just nitpick it to death. That's how bad this movie is. You want to talk about Cyborg? Like, oh man, his ass, like, you can show nuclear arsenals. So when we're going to assault Darkseid's base, let me bring my little pew pew cannon. Let me not drop a bomb on this hitter. Like, what is your point? What is the point of anything these characters do?
Yes.
The Flash, like, oh man, I'm going so fast I could break the speed of light, but a parademon can just measure where he's gonna appear and just blast him. You are bless you. Bless you. Like, nothing makes sense in this movie.
Yeah, actually, that really don't make sense. How was he able to spot him if he's running that fast?
Exactly, Zack Snyder, your movie makes no sense, man.
Yeah, it's
I think he's like, oh man, this would be a cool scene.
Yes.
So like, Zack, how do we get to the scene? Oh, blah 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 blah, and just get to the scene.
Baby the Bobbity.
Make fun of our Italian brethren, dog?
No, it's Family Guy, man.
Were they making fun of Italians?
Yeah. Sorry guys, allergies crazy, making me.
Oh man, you pop an Ambien and get racist?
Oh man, that's crazy. But this is not what we're here for. Yeah, the tightest scene I thought in this movie was the gods versus, pre Darkseid. Like, Zeus and Apollos, they were wrecking, dog. They were wrecking.
Zeus and who?
Not Apollo. Hermes. Not Hermes.
Ares.
Yeah, that joke just was tight. That was a tight scene.
Alright, so, and if you want a power scale, we know that Wonder Woman is stronger than Ares. We saw Ares just murk Darkseid. We know that Darkseid is stronger than Steppenwolf. Wonder Woman should have just bodied Steppenwolf, no problem. Based off of the rules that were given in your own movie. But, oh no, they have to work together as a team. Like, Steppenwolf shouldn't even have been a problem for these people.
Yeah, so, again, not to do the Marvel comparison, but Loki, the Chitauri, Thanos, they present problems that are bigger than the individual. Thus, they have to come together. These people really only came together for reasons, I mean, like...
It's because Zack Snyder wanted a Justice League movie, and like, hey, in the comics, they fight Darkseid. Let's have Darkseid not even be in this movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying, even if it's Steppenwolf, and even if they could be Steppenwolf, the majority of the movie and the stakes are for them to bring Superman back. For him to just wreck, like, now he wrecked Steppenwolf. Like, that dude was wrecking him. But for 2 to 3 minutes. 4 hours for the climax conclusion to be 3 minutes. And, yeah, it's just...
Sounds like your wedding night.
Oh!
Come on, man. That was pretty funny. You're gonna get that out, aren't you?
I may leave that in.
Great.
I may leave this dialogue in for you guys. But as Ace continues with his lies, it's just
2 minutes.
It's just, man, this movie just ain't do it. Didn't satisfy, like, this, like, why? That's literally the whole time I'm just saying, like, why would they do that? Like, why? Like, why? Like, okay, that's cool. And the things where I wasn't asking why, I had already seen. So I really love the scene when Superman gets resurrected. Not resurrected, but when he comes and fights him. Like, I used to watch that scene ad nauseum on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, Meta. Ad nauseum on YouTube after the 2017 version came out. In fact, when I liked it better when he raised him up and he's choking Batman, he's like, do you bleed? And, like, my little son would grab, like, I love that scene. But now I saw it and it's just like, okay. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's hard to get excited for stuff that you saw 4 years ago.
Yeah, so the things that were added, like Cyborg story, Like, yay, like, okay, so I get it. It makes sense. Like, his dad feels bad, but I don't care. Like, I just...
You know what I don't get? When Cyborg's like, man, if you're at my football game, this wouldn't have happened. Yeah. No, he just would have been in the car and also be dead like your mom.
In fact, like, I know you're trying to make Cyborg serious and differentiate him between, you know, from other versions, but, like, as cheap as the Doom Patrol Cyborg looks, like, I bangs with that Cyborg more. Like, I bangs...
Doom Patrol?
Yeah, I watch Doom Patrol. But I bangs with Teen Titans Go Cyborg. Bruh. Like, it's just, this Cyborg is so melancholy. Like, I get it, you're a robot, okay, but I'm already sad and depressed in my own life. Like, same. Man, this got dark. But like, I don't need, like, it's too much of you being sad and depressed. Like, I don't care if you say booyah or not, but geez, like, I go to Escape. Like, well, I didn't go. I watched it at home, courtesy of HBO Max. But I watch a movie.
Cancel our HBO Max subscription after this. But I watch a movie to escape, to live, to dream. Like, none of that's here. None of that. Like, there's no joy. There's no heart. He's the heart of the movie. No. Like, he comes off as cold android. He has no human emotion, which is what makes Cyborg. And when he has a conversation with Wonder Woman, she's like, oh man, you're gonna want to come back to humanity too. And then when he comes to join them, she like smirks at him. He's not coming back because of humanity. He's coming back because his dad got kidnapped. He don't care about y'all. He didn't do anything until his dad got kidnapped, then he got involved in it. It's not some big, oh man, you're not a monster, you're part of humanity, bro. No, they messed with his family, so he's just coming for payback.
Yeah, Wonder Woman, basic. You got Scandinavian women just sniffing sweaters and singing.
A 5-minute long scene of some dumb, like, this is what I'm talking about, man. Studio, sometimes you need to interfere, sometimes you need to cut movies down, because when just left to their own devices, you got the Zack Snyders who go ham.
Yeah, like, I'm all about art and expression. I'm like, look at this. Like, this is art. God is a great artist. Am I right?
Yeah, man, you're right, dog. He made me.
And me. And, like, I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Like, it's just, let me look at my notes.
Can't see that far. Cyborg has like an auto defense mechanism that it senses danger, but then it doesn't sense danger when you're in the middle of battle. It's just, because we need Superman to fight the Justice League, Cyborg's auto defense gonna kick in. It's like, don't have dumb plot devices that never turn into anything, Zack Snyder. That's
how this movie is just chock full of grandiose for the sake of grandiose. There's no, like, there's an ending.
Yeah, there's no substance to this movie.
They beat Steppenwolf, chop my man's head off. Darkseid's right there. Oh my gosh, Darkseid, Desaad, Granny Goodness, or whatever the lady is. So what? Like, I don't care if I saw Darkseid in 2 flashbacks. Martian Manhunter, oh my gosh, like, freaking Adam, like.
Yeah, man, I'm sitting there, I'm watching the movie, like, Ryan Choi, director of nanotechnology, I'm like, I just want to die after seeing this dumb movie.
Yeah, like, this is where my nerd comes out. Like,
this?
Like, is Ryan Choi only in this movie because that guy had an accent? Sorry, not trying to be racist. I don't know if he's Chinese, Korean, or whatever, but it seems like he's only in the movie to cater to Asian audience. Like, look, we got an authentic Asian, Ryan Choi, a POC. Why is he in this movie? What did Ryan Choi's character add to this movie? Ace, what did it add to this movie? Ace? Nothing. Like, you're just wasting characters. Like, you're throwing Ryan Choi in. Like, he doesn't become the Atom. We see no work of him with nanotech. We just know he works for Star Labs and he's close to Silas Stone. There's no mention of Ray Palmer. There's no nothing. Like, why are you throwing him in? Martian Manhunter. Why is Desaad here? Like, what? Like, Granny Justice. Is that her name? Granny Justice? The old lady. Like, why? This is the Justice League. For real, the Justice League should be crushing Avengers in the movies. Like, there should be no reason why Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman can't make $2 billion just by playing patty cake on film. Like, it makes no reason.
Because you got bad directors, you got bad script writers, and you got bad actors.
Henry Cavill, not bad.
I don't think he does a good job of Superman.
He does an amazing job of Superman.
You just like because he's buff.
No, but he embodies Superman. Like,
Because he's buff.
Chris Evans is buff. There's other Thor is buff. There's other dudes who are buff. I'm buff. But I'm saying, like, this dude, like, he has a, like, when I see Superman, and again, I didn't see the Christopher Reeves movie, so I can't talk about.
Seen him?
Never seen him. But I can't talk
about the one with Richard Pryor? That was hilarious.
No, dog. I'm saying I can't talk about the nostalgia and the, you know, first viewing, how that makes you feel. But I'm saying when I think of Superman, when I see him in the modern comics, he just has a presence. Henry Cavill brings that presence.
But his acting isn't good. He doesn't. He's an opposing figure.
And Chris Hemsworth is a good actor.
I didn't say he's a good actor.
No, but I'm saying, like, Marvel don't have great actors. They just work for those characters.
They have good directors.
Okay, but what I'm saying...
Who get good performances out of their cast.
But it's freaking Superman. All he has to do is just punch stuff and smile. And
but he don't be smiling half the time because his smooth is sad.
But I'm saying that don't reflect on him. I'm saying just visibly looking, he looks like Superman.
But does he act like Superman?
He's not given the opportunity to act like Superman.
Okay, so he's a bad actor as Superman.
No. I mean, I can agree it's bad direction. We have not had the opportunity to see him be a beacon of hope. We have not.
Did you see him in that Mission Impossible movie? Wasn't that good? Henry Cavill's not a good actor. Gal Gadot, not a good actress.
But she works for Wonder Woman.
Not really, though.
Now, I will say, Ezra Miller, could we get rid of that dude? I can't stand this quirky, nerdy... Like, Barry Allen is a scientist, a forensic scientist, but...
Oh, but he's not a scientist yet, though. In the movie.
Then why is he the Flash yet?
Exactly. Because it's a bad movie!
Oh, gosh. Well, man. I love the Justice League characters. They make... I'm a man of upright moral character and justice because of the Justice League and my religious beliefs.
And our mom and dad.
Definitely the Justice League. but I can't. But no, like, they just don't do it justice. And this,
can you please stop saying justice?
I can't not. I'm saying, like, in my mind, it's just like, it's like, this is the Justice League. Why aren't they great? Okay, so even if Ray Fisher is the best Cyborg, why is a story about the Justice League pinned on Cyborg? Cyborg is a Teen Titan member, and like I know in the New 52 and other renditions, he's part of the Justice League, but he ain't the foundation of the Justice League. Batman didn't just accidentally found the like. I'm done, bro. Close us out, man.
If you or your loved ones want to see a good movie, do not turn on HBO Max. Do not go to Zack Snyder Justice League. If you or your loved ones want to see good movie reviews, do turn on YouTube. Do go to Deuce Ace, Bro to the Movies at youtube.com. I don't know what our URL is.
We don't have a custom URL. We need 20 more subscribers. Please subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. If you want to see us talk more about movies, hit us up in the comments. Drop any scene from this movie and I will tell you why it's a bad movie. Again, I give this movie a 1 out of 10 because a 0 would be too good for this movie. I don't want to give Zack Snyder the satisfaction of getting a coveted 0 from Ace. You get a 1.
That logic makes as much sense to this movie. But yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, art is subjective.
Some things are objectively bad, though.
Yeah,
and
but
this is one of them.
Clearly a lot of people like this film.
They're lying.
Okay, clearly a lot of people like this film. So you got that right.
No.
Or you don't, depending on where you're viewing this. But, again, let us know. Hey, argue us in the chat. Like, hey, this is all...
In the chat? Are we on Twitch, man? That was pod.
In the comments down below. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a dialogue. That's what it's all about, and that's why we do this YouTube thing.
Let's have a trialogue. Let's have a quadalogue.
I'm Deuce.
A quintalog, even.
I'm Deuce.
I'm Ace.
And this has been Deuce and Ace, Bro to the Movies. Out.
Hey, Deuce and Ace here. Thanks again for sticking around for the whole video.
We're so glad you did. We hope you enjoyed the movie reviews, the trailer reactions, the funny bros, and the quality content. If you do, be sure to subscribe, check out these videos, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Bro to the Movies.
Deuce and Ace.